I believe that he ambushed China.
Yeah.
I believe that he suckered the whole world into believing that he was going to go down in this, this Harry Carey, this suicide mission.
So you think this is
against the world?
The plan all along?
I think with him, it's so much spontaneous, but I believe it evolved. I mean, Monday, so many people were feeling terrible pain.
Yeah.
The markets were tanking. There was no end in sight. People were watching their 401ks, their IRAs disappear. The whole nation was, I think, trembling over the uncertainty of where we were going with this. He was picking a fight with the entire world. So I said Monday, well, isn't the problem China? Why are we getting everybody, UK, European Union, Japan, etc. China's the problem. I couldn't understand it. But then this morning, I tell a New York story quickly.
Yep.
I'm at the Regency Hotel with a dear old friend of mine, David Sherrill, who does the stocks. Erica and I, my wife and I, are together.
You're a broker?
You're my broker.
Of course.
And we're talking about, oh my God, this is awful, but we're doing the right thing. You have to have courage. You have to stick it out. I went to my Twitter followers. I said, please don't sell. This is on Sunday and Monday. Please don't sell unless you absolutely have to. And then, look what he does. Oh, surprise. This is why Trump is triumphant. This is why you can't beat this guy.
Great breakfast, by the way, at the Regency. Yeah. You know what's interesting about it? The president, you talk about you going to your Twitter followers, he went to his, I don't think it was Twitter, it's probably his own platform, Truth Social, right after the market opened today. And he said, great time to buy.
What a tease. But then, when he said that, everything.
But it's a principle. I can't remember who said it. I think it's Warren Buffett or one of these, geniuses who know how to play the market. They said that the best time to buy is when the market is low or when the market is down. And when the market went down, platforms like CNN told everyone who watches them that this is the time to sell your stocks. Everything is crashing. Oh, run for the hills. The orange man has struck again. He's taking down the country with him. And here we are on the other side. And they all have egg on their faces. And you know what? After the election, I thought that that all of these people will come around. I thought that they would change their tune and say, okay, we were wrong. And he was right. He knew what he was talking about. No, they've all doubled down. And I feel like they're going to do the same thing with this turnaround. They're going to double down and say, this was a fluke. Trump didn't know what he was doing. And they could even go to the other extreme of saying this is criminal. He was manipulating the market. This is what I think is going to start happening.
It was gloom and doom.
Right, but he knew he was going to make this announcement, apparently. He said he
knew, of course he knew.
Well,
and then he says, oh, by the way, I have this ace of spades. There it is, and now. Is
that a little shady to you, though, that kind of thing? Or?
I think when you're dealing with, these giant forces, China's been... they've been cleaning our clock for a long time.
Right.
Making a lot of money on the U.S. trade in a lot of different ways. Yeah. Dumping product, not taking hours at all. How many Chevys and Fords and Buicks are riding around in Beijing, I wonder.
And why is it that most of these talking heads don't talk about this? How American products and businesses are suppressed in China. So is it okay that China does what they do to American businesses and companies, but it's totally horrible when, God forbid, a president who cares for American businesses does what he's doing to China? Does that seem right to you? Let me know in the comment section.
Very many.
They used to like Buicks, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think that what he did was brilliant, and a lot of people are heaving a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah.
People were staring at the abyss. No one knew how far this was going to go, whether we really were off the cliff forever. And I just feel sorry for all the people who chickened out and sold out and took major losses, because that's the thing about the market. When somebody wins, somebody else has lost.
What do you think his goal is here in all of this? Or maybe it's both, but I'm having a hard time seeing how you could do both. In other words, does he want to bring back all these manufacturing jobs? That's what he talks about all the time. If so, you'd want to keep the tariffs on, theoretically, even if...
I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to start doing this because most of you don't watch everything. So I'm going to start leaving the link to the full videos in the show notes. One of you asked me to start doing that, and I said to them, yes, I would start doing it. But the trade-off would be I would try to keep the videos as short as possible so that the value of the actual link to the video would be greater for you, because you're going to be able to see the rest of the entire clip. Let me know what you think of the clip that we've watched so far and my reaction to the videos. I believe so strongly that there's a lot to learn from this move that Trump made in our own personal lives. One of the things that we can learn is learn how to sacrifice and learn patience. If there's anything going on that is uncomfortable, let's learn how to persevere, how to be patient while the pain is going on. Like I said, we had a very difficult few weeks while the entire tariff scare was going on at my place of work. But it's tempting for me to come online and say, I hate Trump now, he's making my life so miserable. I could have done that, but I didn't. I came on here and I said, look, I stand by what I said. This is a negotiation tactic, and I believe that Trump is onto something. I was feeling the pain, but I had to simply tell the truth about what I believe. Now, I like the fact that things have turned out well for those who held on to their stocks and bonds, but I also believe that the rest of us have a lot to learn. Let me know what you think of this clip in the show notes below, or in the comment section. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to use the link in the show notes to take advantage of the free offer, a free Audible account for 30 days. Okay, you get to listen to any book you want on Audible. But we have some books recommended in the show notes that we would like you to listen to. But if you would like to listen to something else that is exciting, like I'm currently listening to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. This is the third time I'm doing it, and I'm having fun doing it. So you might want to listen to a book like that while you're doing your chores or working out. And don't forget that YouTube believes that this video up here will be a great one for you to watch next.